Have you noticed that lately some people have simply disappeared from your life? And look, you didn't choose this. It seems like an invisible force, something greater than any human will, is literally pushing certain people away from you. If you're an Aries and you're experiencing this now, I need to tell you a truth that will completely change how you see what's happening. The universe is removing people from your path. And this isn't punishment. It's protection. It's preparation. It's the cosmos arranging your life for something extraordinary that's about to arrive. Do you know that strange feeling when you realize that someone who's always been around has simply disappeared? Or when a friendship that seemed solid suddenly cooled down without explanation? Well, for Aries, this has been happening with impressive intensity lately. And there's a powerful cosmic reason behind it all. The universe isn't being cruel to you. In fact, it's being the best friend you could have right now. It's doing a deep energetic cleansing in your life, removing from your path everything and everyone that no longer aligns with the person you're becoming. Look, when the universe decides someone needs to leave your life, there's no point in forcing it. There's no point in trying to hold on, because that person has already fulfilled their role in your story, and holding on to someone who should have already left is like trying to hold water in your hand. It will only cause you suffering. The cosmos knows exactly what you need, and especially what you no longer need. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why these departures are happening now, what they mean for your future, and how you can cooperate with this cosmic movement instead of fighting against it. Because Aries, the time has come for you to understand that not every goodbye is a loss. Some goodbyes are true liberations. First truth. The universe is raising your vibrational frequency. Aries, let's start by talking about something you may not have clearly noticed yet. Your energy is changing. Your vibrational frequency is rising to higher, purer levels, more aligned with your true soul purpose. And do you know what happens when you start vibrating at a higher frequency? Not everyone can keep up with that vibration. It's like tuning into a different radio station, and some people simply can't pick up that signal anymore. The universe works through resonance. This means that you attract and keep close to you what vibrates at the same frequency as you. When you were a person, you attracted certain energies, certain companions. But now you are evolving, growing, expanding your consciousness. You are no longer that person who accepted anything, who tolerated any kind of treatment, who was content with crumbs of affection or attention. You are transforming into someone who values their own essence, who respects their own limits, who recognizes their own worth. And this transformation does not go unnoticed by the cosmos. The universe senses when one of its children is ready for greater flights. And then it begins a cleansing process. Because you can't carry dead weight when you're trying to fly. Think of it this way, if you were climbing a very high mountain, you wouldn't carry a bunch of heavy stones in your backpack, right? You would only carry the essentials, only what helps you reach the top. The same happens in spiritual life. The people being removed from your path right now are like those heavy stones. They may have been important at some point. They may have taught you valuable lessons in the past. But now they are preventing you from reaching greater heights. Some of these people drain your energy. Others make you doubt yourself. Some constantly criticize you instead of supporting you. And others simply can't celebrate your victories because they are trapped in their own frustrations. The universe sees all of this. It sees when you're giving too much attention to those who don't deserve it. It notices when you're sacrificing yourself for people who don't even recognize your worth. And then, with the infinite wisdom that only the cosmos possesses, it begins to distance these people. Sometimes gently, almost imperceptibly. Sometimes more abruptly through breakups that seem to come out of nowhere. But always with a greater purpose. Aries, you need to understand that this increased frequency you're experiencing is a cosmic gift. It's a sign that you're on the right path. It's confirmation that you're evolving spiritually. And with this evolution naturally comes a selection of companions. Because you can't grow and remain surrounded by the same energies that kept you small. You can't expand your consciousness and continue nurturing relationships that limit you. The universe knows you have a grand destiny ahead of you. It knows you were born to shine, to lead, to inspire others with your strength and courage. And in order for you to fulfill that destiny, you need to be surrounded only by those who vibrate at that same high frequency. You need to be surrounded by people who lift you up, who believe in your potential, who genuinely root for your success. And the cosmos is providing exactly that for you. Second truth. You are being protected from toxic energies and emotional vampires. Do you know that inexplicable feeling of relief you sometimes get when someone leaves your life? Even if it hurts at first, afterwards comes a lightness, a peace you didn't even know you needed so much. Well, that's no coincidence. It's your body, your soul, your whole energy breathing a sigh of relief because a weight has been lifted from you. And that weight has a name, Aries. It's called toxicity. The universe is protecting you from toxic energies that you may not even have realized were harming you. Because there's a type of person who acts like an emotional vampire. They drain your vital energy, your joy, your inner peace. And the worst part is that they often do it so subtly that you don't even realize the damage being done. You just feel constant tiredness, sadness for no apparent reason. A feeling that something is wrong but you can't identify exactly what. These people are experts at shifting blame onto you. They always have a new drama to tell. Always a problem that needs your solution. Always a crisis that requires your energy. And you, with that huge Aries heart, always ready to help, to support, to be present, end up giving yourself until you're empty. You lend them your strength to keep them standing. But they never reciprocate when you're the one who needs support. It's a one-way street. And the universe is tired of seeing you emptying yourself for those who don't deserve it. There's also that type of person who constantly puts you down. You know those jokes that seem innocent but always leave you feeling bad about yourself? Those comments disguised as concern but are actually just destructive criticism? Those comparisons that always put you second? Well, that's pure toxicity. And the cosmos has decided you're not going to tolerate that kind of treatment anymore. The universe is teaching you a valuable lesson right now. It's showing you that you don't need to accept any kind of energy in your life just to avoid being alone. That it's better to be alone than in bad company. That your inner peace is worth more than any relationship that costs you your tranquility. And to teach you this, it's cutting off at the root the connections that harm you, even if you don't yet have the courage to cut them off yourself. Because, you see, many times we cling to toxic people out of habit, out of fear of loneliness, because we think it's our obligation to endure certain things. But the universe doesn't think that way. It doesn't want to see you suffering unnecessarily. It doesn't want to see you wasting your precious energy on those who don't value you. So it takes the initiative. It creates situations that naturally distance these people. And even if it hurts in the moment, it's the greatest proof of cosmic love you could receive. Aries, pay attention to the people who are leaving your life now. Notice how, after they left, you started sleeping better. How your anxiety decreased. How you regained the desire to do things you previously lacked the energy for. This is proof that the universe knew exactly what it was doing. It was freeing you from burdens you didn't even realize you were carrying. It was liberating you from emotional prisons that kept you trapped in old versions of yourself. And this cosmic protection doesn't stop there. The universe is also blocking the entry of new toxic energies into your life. You'll notice that certain people simply can't get close to you now. It's as if there's an invisible shield around you that only allows those with good intentions to approach. This is the cosmos working in your favor, keeping you safe while you strengthen yourself and prepare for the next phase of your journey. Third truth. Space is being created for genuine connections to emerge. Now let's talk about something very important that many people don't realize. The universe isn't emptying your life out of cruelty. It's creating space. Precious space so that something much better can enter. Because Aries, you need to understand a fundamental cosmic law. When you keep your glass full of dirty water, you can't put clean water in it. First, you need to throw out what's spoiled so you can receive what's pure. The people who are leaving now were occupying an emotional, energetic, and even physical space in your life. They were consuming your time, your attention, your energy. And while you were focused on these connections that no longer served you, you didn't have the availability to find the right people. Those who truly match who you are today and who you are becoming. Those who will propel you forward instead of pulling you back. The cosmos is orchestrating special encounters for you. It's aligning your path with people who share your worldview, values, and dreams. People who will understand you without you needing to constantly explain yourself. Who will accept you exactly as you are, without trying to mold or change you. Who will celebrate your victories with genuine sincerity, and support you through difficult times with true presence. But for these encounters to happen, you need to be available. You need to have internal and external space to receive these new connections. And that's why the universe is doing this cleansing now. It's preparing you. It's getting you ready to receive soul relationships, those that transcend the superficial and touch the deep, those that make you grow, evolve, expand. Think about how many times you've missed out on meeting someone amazing because you were too busy giving attention to someone who didn't deserve it. How many opportunities for genuine connection have you lost because you were trapped in toxic dynamics that consumed all your energy? The universe has seen all of this and decided it will no longer allow you to waste your life like this. It is freeing you so that you can finally attract what you truly deserve. And these new people who are arriving, they will seem different from everything you've known until now. They will treat you with a respect you didn't even remember you deserved. They will give you attention that will make you realize how much you were settling for crumbs before. They will make you laugh in a way you didn't even think was possible anymore. Because the universe doesn't take anything away from you without putting something better in its place. Aries, trust this process. Trust that each person who leaves is making way for someone much better to enter. Trust that the cosmos knows exactly the kind of company your soul needs at this moment. And above all, trust that you will not be alone. This feeling of emptiness you may be experiencing now is temporary. It's just space being created. Soon, very soon, this space will be filled with connections so beautiful, so true, so nourishing, that you will look back and be grateful for each person who had to leave so that the right ones could arrive. Before I continue revealing these cosmic truths that are transforming your life, I need to ask you something. If you're enjoying this content, if these words are resonating with your heart, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. That way you won't miss any messages the universe has for you. And feel free to comment below where you're watching from. I love knowing that these messages are reaching people all over the world. And look, if these truths are touching your soul, if you feel that this content is helping you in any way, consider becoming a channel member. Your support helps us continue bringing these spiritual messages that are so lacking in today's world. And believe me, the universe always rewards those who support the dissemination of knowledge and light. So the invitation is extended. Now let's continue with the revelations. Fourth truth. You are being prepared for a new cycle of abundance. Aries, now I need to tell you something that will make your eyes sparkle. All this cosmic movement, all this cleansing that is happening in your life, has a grand purpose. The universe is preparing you for a cycle of abundance like you've never experienced before. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about abundance in all areas of your life. True love, sincere friendships, incredible professional opportunities, vibrant health, deep inner peace. But in order for you to receive all this abundance, you need to be vibrating at the right frequency. And toxic people, empty relationships, superficial connections, all of this keeps you vibrating at a low frequency. The universe knows this. That's why it's doing this energetic cleansing in your life. It's preparing you to receive blessings so great that you can't even imagine yet. Blessings that can only enter when you are completely aligned with your higher self. Think of it this way. If you were expecting a very special visitor at your home, you would clean beforehand, right? You would throw away anything broken, organize everything, and prepare the environment to properly welcome this important person. The cosmos is doing exactly that with your life. It is organizing, cleaning, and preparing everything so that blessings can arrive and establish themselves permanently. And these blessings are already on their way, Aries. They are being prepared behind the scenes of the universe. Opportunities are being aligned. The right people are being directed to you. Favorable situations are being orchestrated. But all of this needs space to manifest. It needs to find fertile ground. And you can't plant new seeds in soil that's still full of weeds. That's why the universe is pulling those weeds out of your life now. Do you know that feeling that something big is about to happen? That expectation in the air? That tingling in your soul that tells you your life is about to change for the better? Well, that's not your imagination. It's your intuition picking up on the movements of the cosmos. It's your soul realizing that the universe is preparing something extraordinary for you. And part of that plan necessarily involves the departure of those who weren't contributing positively to your journey. The universe is abundant by nature. It wants you to prosper, to flourish, to live the best version of your life. But you need to cooperate with it. You need to stop clinging to what's already gone. You need to let go of what no longer serves you. You need to trust that the cosmos is in control and that everything that is happening is for your highest good. Even when it hurts, even when it doesn't make sense at the moment, even when you feel like resisting. Aries, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine the life you truly desire. That dream life full of peace, joy, fulfillment, and true love. Now look at the people who are leaving your life and honestly ask your heart. Would these people fit into that dream life? Would they help you build that reality, or would they drag you down? If the answer is that they would drag you down, then thank the universe for freeing you from them, because it is literally making room for your dreams to become reality. Fifth truth. The cosmos is testing your faith and strengthening your independence. Let's talk now about something that might be hard to hear, but is extremely important for your growth. The universe is testing you. It's watching how you react when people leave. It's seeing if you'll despair or if you'll keep the faith. It's checking if you'll cling to those who aren't good for you just to avoid being alone, or if you'll have the courage to be alone until the right people come along. This test isn't meant to punish you, Aries. It's meant to strengthen you. It's meant to show you that you're much stronger than you imagine, that you don't need anyone to be complete, that you're capable of being okay even when you're alone, because that's the truth. You entered this world alone and you'll leave it alone. And while you're here, the only guaranteed company you have is yourself. So it's fundamental that you learn to be your own best company. The universe wants you to develop true emotional independence. It wants you to stop seeking external validation, to stop depending on the approval of others to feel valuable, to find within yourself everything you previously sought outside. And to teach you this, it needs to temporarily distance you from everything that kept you emotionally dependent. It might be scary at first. You might get that nervous feeling in your stomach when you realize you're more alone than you used to be. But Aries, I guarantee you one thing. From this solitude will be born a strength you didn't even know you had. An unwavering self-confidence will be born. A deep connection with your inner self will be born. And that's the solid foundation you need to build an extraordinary life. Because when you learn to be comfortable being alone, you stop accepting just anything. You stop settling for mediocre relationships just to have company. You start to have higher standards. You begin to value your own presence and demand that whoever wants to be by your side also brings something of value to your life. You stop being needy and become selective. And that is one of the most powerful transformations that can happen to a person. The cosmos is also showing you who really matters. Because look, the people who are leaving, when did they leave? Probably at times when you needed support the most, right? Or when you started to evolve and they didn't like your evolution. Or when you set boundaries and they didn't accept them. This tells you everything you need to know about these people. They weren't meant for every stage of your life. They were only meant for a specific moment. But there are those people who stay, Aries. Those who go through the fire with you. Those who remain by your side even when you have nothing left to offer besides your presence. Those who support you even when they disagree with your choices. These are the true ones, and the universe is helping you to see clearly who they are. It's giving you the gift of discernment so that you never again confuse presence with loyalty or conversation with true connection. This strengthening of your independence is one of the greatest blessings the cosmos can give you. Because when you reach that point of being whole even when alone, you become unstoppable. You stop being afraid of losing people because you know that the most important person in your life is yourself. And when you lose the fear of losing, you gain the whole world. Because you start making choices based on what is right for you, not on the fear of being alone. Sixth truth. You are learning to recognize your own worth. Aries, this is one of the most important truths I need to reveal to you. The universe is teaching you your worth. It's showing you through these departures that you deserve much more than you were receiving. Because often we get used to so little that we think that's all we deserve. We normalize being treated any old way. We accept crumbs of attention and call it love. We tolerate disrespect and call it friendship. But the cosmos doesn't accept that. It can't bear to see its children settling for less than they deserve. And when it sees that you've lost sight of your own worth, it takes drastic action. It removes everyone who treated you as if you were worthless. Everyone who belittled you, disrespected you, used you. Because only then, when you're free of those people, can you clearly see how much you were devaluing yourself. Think about it. While you had those people around, you thought certain things were normal. You thought it was normal to give more than you received. You thought it was normal to always be available but never find availability when you were the one who needed it. You thought it was normal to put in 10 times more effort to maintain a relationship while the other person made no effort at all. But now that those people are gone, you can clearly see how wrong you were. The universe is giving you time alone, so you can rediscover your self-esteem, so you can remember who you truly are. So you can reconnect with your essence and realize the treasure that you are. Because Aries, you are unique in the entire universe. There is no one else like you. There is no one with your specific combination of talents, qualities, experiences, and energy. You are rare, you are precious, you are valuable. And when you truly internalize this, when you truly understand your worth, your life changes completely. You stop begging for attention. You stop accepting just anything. You start having healthy expectations about how you should be treated. You set clear boundaries. You walk away at the first red flag instead of giving 1,000 chances to those who don't deserve it. You become selective about who can enter your life and who can stay in it. The cosmos knows you were forgetting your worth. You were letting the opinions of others define who you are. You were seeking external approval instead of internal approval. You were measuring your worth by the treatment you received from others instead of establishing your own value independent of anyone else. And that needs to change. Because you cannot build an extraordinary life on a foundation of low self-esteem. So the universe is giving you this gift. It's removing everyone who made you doubt yourself. Everyone who made you feel small. Everyone who made you believe you weren't enough. And in place of those negative voices, it's bringing silence. A silence where you can finally hear your own voice. The voice of your soul telling you how amazing you are. How capable you are. How much you deserve all the good things life has to offer. Aries, look at yourself. Look at everything you've overcome. Look at all the storms you've weathered. Look at all the times you fell and got back up. You are a warrior. You are a survivor. You are strong, courageous, resilient. And the time has come for you to recognize that. The time has come for you to stop seeking the approval of others and start seeing yourself. Because when you see yourself clearly, when you recognize your own greatness, no one can make you doubt who you are anymore. Seventh truth. The universe is aligning you with your life purpose. Now let's talk about something even deeper, Aries. All this transformation happening in your life has a direct connection to your soul's purpose. That greater reason why you came to this planet. That special mission that only you can fulfill. The universe is aligning you with this purpose, and for that to happen, it needs to remove everything that is diverting you from the path. You know those people who were always distracting you from your dreams? Who always had an urgent problem to solve just when you were about to focus on your goals? Who didn't take your plan seriously and made you doubt if you were on the right path? Well, those people were obstacles between you and your destiny, and the cosmos has decided that it will no longer allow you to be diverted from your course. Your life's purpose is sacred. It's something that was defined even before you were born. It's the unique contribution you came to make to the world. And in order for you to fulfill that purpose, you need to be surrounded only by those who believe in you, who support you, who propel you in the right direction. Anyone who does less than that cannot remain on your journey. The universe is preparing you for something big, Aries. It's shaping you like a rough diamond. And this shaping process sometimes hurts. Sometimes it's lonely. Sometimes you don't understand why it needs to be this way. But when you're ready, when you're polished and shining, you'll understand perfectly. You'll look back and realize that every person who left needed to leave so that you could become who you were born to be. There comes a moment in everyone's life when they need to choose. Either they take the easy path, surrounded by people who keep them in their comfort zone, doing what they've always done, being who they've always been, or they choose the path of purpose, which is more challenging, sometimes lonelier, but infinitely more rewarding. The universe is pushing you towards this second path. It's pulling you out of your comfort zone, so that you can finally pursue your true mission. And do you know what happens when you start living in alignment with your purpose? Life begins to make sense. You wake up every day with a clear reason to get out of bed. You feel like you're contributing to something bigger than yourself. You experience a deep satisfaction that no superficial distraction can provide. You feel like you're finally in the right place, doing the right thing, being the right person. The cosmos is opening doors for you, Aries. Doors that will lead you straight to the center of your purpose. But you can't walk through those doors carrying people who don't want to go where you're going. You can't enter this new phase of your life dragging the weight of relationships that bind you to the past. That's why the universe is doing this work of liberation. It's releasing you from your shackles so you can fly freely towards your destiny. Trust this process. Trust that each loss is bringing you closer to something much greater. Trust that the universe knows exactly what it's doing. And above all, trust yourself. Because you have everything you need within you to fulfill your purpose. You are capable, you are strong, you are special. And your best is yet to come. Eighth truth. You are being taught about detachment and the natural flow of life. Aries, the time has come to talk about one of the most difficult, but also most liberating lessons the universe can teach you. Detachment. This word that everyone knows but few truly understand its real meaning. The cosmos is teaching you now, through these departures, that nothing in this life is permanent. That everything flows, everything changes, everything transforms. And that trying to hold on to what's already gone is swimming against the current of life. Life is like a river, always in motion. And the people in your life are like leaves falling into that river. Some leaves float beside you for a long time. Others only for a moment. Some sail with you for miles and miles. Others drift away at the first bend in the river. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's simply the nature of life's flow. The problem is when you try to hold on to a leaf that already wants to follow another path. When you cling to someone who is already leaving, the universe is showing you that letting go isn't losing. Letting go is allowing. It's respecting the natural flow of things. It's understanding that each person has their own journey, and that sometimes those journeys diverge. And it doesn't mean that the time you spent together wasn't important. It doesn't mean that the love or friendship wasn't real. It simply means that that cycle has been completed. That the lessons you had to learn from each other have already been learned. When you learn true detachment, you free yourself from suffering. Because suffering doesn't come from loss itself. Suffering comes from resisting loss. It comes from wanting things to be different than they are. It comes from not accepting what is. And the cosmos is teaching you to accept. To flow with life instead of fighting against it. To let go of what needs to be let go of instead of desperately clinging to what no longer serves you. Look how interesting. When you hold a butterfly too tightly, you hurt it. You crush its wings and prevent it from flying. But when you open your hands and let it be free, it can fly, it can be beautiful, it can fulfill its purpose. And you know what sometimes happens? The butterfly flies, explores the world, and comes back to land on your hand again. Because it chooses to be there. Not because it's trapped, but because it wants to be. The same thing happens with people. True relationships don't need cages. They don't need control, possessiveness, or fear of loss. They happen naturally, fluidly. And if a person leaves your life and that departure was too easy, if they made no effort to stay, then they were never truly yours. They were just passing through. And the universe is teaching you to identify who is temporary and who is permanent in your life. This lesson about detachment will serve you for the rest of your life, Aries. It will free you from so much unnecessary suffering. It will teach you to enjoy each moment with each person without being anxious about the future. It will show you that you can love deeply and still be ready to let go when the time is right. Because true love doesn't hold on, it liberates. True love wants what's best for the other person, even if that best means going your separate ways. The cosmos is transforming you into a more emotionally mature human being. It's teaching you that you don't need anyone specific to be happy, that you can be grateful for the time people spend with you without despairing when they leave, that you can build your happiness independently, and let people enter and leave that happiness according to the natural flow of life. Ninth truth. The cosmos is revealing who truly deserves to be by your side. You know that saying that it's in times of difficulty that we truly get to know people? Well, the universe is creating situations in your life, right now, that are revealing the true character of everyone around you. It's showing you with crystal clarity who deserves your trust and who doesn't even deserve your time. And this revelation, however painful it may sometimes be, is an invaluable gift. Because Aries, you spent a lot of your life surrounded by masks. People who presented themselves one way but were actually completely different. People who smiled in your face but talked badly about you behind your back. People who said they loved you but disappeared when you really needed them. Friends who were by your side in good times but vanished in bad times. And the worst part is that you didn't even notice these masks. The universe grew tired of seeing you wasting your loyalty on those who aren't loyal. It grew tired of seeing you give your best to those who don't value you. So it created an earthquake in your life. A shock that made all the masks fall. And now you're seeing people as they truly are. Without filters, without disguises, without pretense. And even if this vision is painful, it's necessary. Some people show their true colors when faced with the first sign of trouble. When you needed support the most, they turned their backs on you. When you needed help, they made excuses. When you shared a victory, they couldn't celebrate with you. These actions reveal everything. They show that these people were never truly your friends or companions. They were merely acquaintances who were by your side only when it was convenient. But there are those people who stayed, Aries. Those who remained even when staying was difficult. Those who reached out to you when you were falling. Those who cried with you in moments of pain and laughed with you in moments of joy. These are the true ones. These are the ones the universe wants you to value, protect, and nurture. Because they are rare, they are precious, they are worthy of everything you have to give. The cosmos is teaching you to differentiate between presence and permanence. There are people who are physically present, but don't remain emotionally when things get tough. There are people who speak beautifully but don't act accordingly. There are people who promise a lot but deliver little. And the universe is giving you eyes to see these differences. It's giving you discernment to separate the wheat from the chaff. It's empowering you to make better choices about who deserves to be a part of your life. This revelation is also showing you who you don't want to be. Because when you see certain attitudes in other people, petty, selfish, fake attitudes, you realize how ugly that is. And you decide you will never act like that. You decide to be the kind of person who stays, who supports, who is true. And this decision elevates you spiritually. It transforms you into a better version of yourself. The universe is giving you the wisdom to build healthy relationships from now on. To avoid repeating the same mistakes of the past. To avoid trusting just anyone because they speak eloquently. To pay attention to actions, not words. Because everyone speaks well, but not everyone acts well. And it is in action that the truth appears. It is in times of trouble that you see who is truly on your side. 10th truth. You are being prepared to be the best version of yourself. And we've arrived at the final truth, Aries. The most important of all. This entire removal process that the universe is carrying out in your life, all these people leaving, all this emptying, all of this has a glorious ultimate goal. To transform you into the best version of yourself. To take you to your maximum potential. To make you shine with all the intensity you are capable of. You cannot become the best version of yourself while surrounded by people who keep you stuck in old versions of yourself. You cannot evolve when surrounded by those who constantly remind you of your past mistakes. You cannot grow when you are tied to relationships that keep you small. The universe knows this. That's why it's doing a complete cleansing. It's removing everything that prevents your full flourishing. The best version of you is the one that isn't afraid to shine. The one that doesn't diminish itself to fit into small spaces. The one that doesn't hide its talents to avoid overshadowing anyone. The one that doesn't apologize for being extraordinary. And to reach that version, you need to be surrounded only by people who celebrate your light instead of trying to extinguish it. People who inspire you to be greater, not those who convince you to be less. The cosmos is giving you the opportunity to start over. To build a new life from scratch if necessary. A life based on your true values, your real dreams, your authentic essence. Without having to take into account anyone's expectations. Without having to please people who would never be satisfied anyway. Without having to mold yourself to fit into places where you don't naturally belong. Think about how much energy you wasted trying to keep people in your life who didn't want to stay. How much time you wasted on relationships that didn't nourish you. How much love you poured into barren lands that would never bear fruit. Now you can redirect all that energy, all that time, all that love towards yourself. Towards your growth, towards your dreams, towards building the life you truly desire. The best version of you is waiting to emerge. It's there inside you wanting to burst out, but it was repressed, hidden, dormant, because you didn't have space for it to appear. You were too busy being who others wanted you to be. But now, with all those people leaving, you finally have space. Space to discover who you really are. Space to express your truth. Space to be authentic. The universe is inviting you on a journey of profound self-discovery. To delve deep within yourself and uncover treasures you didn't even know you possessed. Hidden talents, unknown strengths, dormant qualities. All of this is within you waiting to be discovered. And you can only make this discovery when you are alone, in silence, connected with your essence. Aries, I want you to know something. You are capable of much more than you imagine. You have gigantic potential within you. And the universe is seeing that potential. It is preparing you for flights much higher than anything you have ever experienced so far. And these flights require you to be light. That you have let go of all unnecessary weight. That you are free to fly without shackles. Every person who leaves your life now is one less tie. It's one less burden. It's more freedom for you to be who you were born to be. And when you are finally free from everything and everyone that held you back, when you are completely aligned with your essence, when you are living from your authentic self, then you will attract the right people. Those who vibrate at the same frequency as you. Those who truly deserve you. Those who were made to walk beside you on this incredible journey called life. So, Aries, have you managed to understand now why the universe is removing people from your path? Have you realized that this is not punishment but a blessing? That it's not abandonment but preparation? That it's not loss but gain? I hope so. I hope these truths have touched your heart and lit a light of hope within you. I know it's not easy going through all this. I know there are days when you feel alone and question whether it's worth continuing to believe in the universe's plan. But I ask you, Aries, keep believing, keep trusting, keep moving forward, because I guarantee you that on the other side of this storm there's a bright sun waiting for you. There's a wonderful life unfolding. There are true connections forming. There are blessings materializing. The universe doesn't take away anything you truly need. It only removes what's hindering your path. And it never ever leaves you empty-handed. For every door that closes, it opens a window. For every person who leaves, it prepares someone better to enter. For every ending, it orchestrates a much more beautiful new beginning. So take advantage of this moment of emptiness to strengthen yourself, to get to know yourself better, to love yourself more, to build a solid foundation within yourself that no one will ever be able to shake. Because when you become whole inside, you don't need external halves to complete you. You are enough. And when you are enough, you become magnetic. You attract to yourself everything that is good, true, and aligned with your highest good. And now I want to know from you, did these truths make sense to you? Are you going through this cosmic cleansing right now? Tell me in the comments how this journey has been for you. Share your story, because know that you are not alone in this. Many people are going through the same process. And when we share our experiences, we strengthen each other. If you've made it this far and haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any messages from the universe. And if this content touched your heart, consider becoming a channel member. Your support makes all the difference and helps us continue bringing these messages of light and hope. And before I go, I want to leave you with a mission. Cosmic mission. In the coming days, pay attention to the signs the universe will send you. Pay attention to who arrives, who leaves, who stays. Pay attention to the opportunities that appear, the doors that open, the blessings that begin to manifest. And above all, pay attention to yourself, to how you are transforming, to how you are becoming stronger, wiser, more complete. The universe is working in your favor, Aries, even when it seems otherwise, even when it hurts, even when you don't understand. It's orchestrating something beautiful for your life, something that will make you look back and be grateful for every person you had to leave, for every tear you had to shed, for every difficult night you had to endure. Because all of that was shaping you, preparing you, transforming you into the incredible person you are destined to be. Trust, let go, flow, and let the universe work its magic in your life. You deserve all the good things that are coming, and they are coming, believe me, much more than you imagine. Until the next video, and may the cosmos always bless you.